All right, tonight we are making barbecue chicken keto pizza. It takes about 45 minutes, so it's very, very quick. Tonight I got home late, didn't take me long, and Joanna and I are going to sit down and have some pizza right now. Okay, everybody, I want to show you all the ingredients that I use for my my pizza. To begin with, let's talk about the crust. Crust is important. That's the part that's difficult for everyone. If you look over here, I'm going to be all of this is going to go in the crust. We're going to use 1/3 cup of Bob's Red Mill coconut flour. We're going to use 1.5 cups of mozzarella cheese, 2 tablespoons of cream cheese, and we're going to also have 2 large Vital Farms pasture-raised eggs. That's for the crust. Now for the toppings tonight, we're going to use some Colby Jack cheese. This is 1 cup. I grilled a cup of chicken right here, and then of course the secret ingredient is G. Hughes sugar-free barbecue sauce. So Friday night barbecue pizza night. You're gonna love it. Okay. First thing we're going to do, we're going to take all of our mozzarella. We're going to put it in a bowl. And we're going to mix that with our cream cheese. So this is the way this is going to look. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to microwave it for about 30-second intervals until it mixes and melts. And when it does, I'm going to mix it up. Okay, this is what your consistency of the melted cream cheese and mozzarella should look like. It's just all together. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our coconut flour, we're going to mix that in there, and our eggs. There's 1. That's high skilled right there. There's 2. All right, this is what your final product should look like, some kind of consistency like this. And the next step now, make sure you get some parchment paper. This is the key to this kind of cooking. You gotta have parchment, don't try to use anything else. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay down some parchment paper right here. We're gonna put our crust mixture on top of it. And then on top of this, I'm gonna begin to flatten out my dough. Now the best thing to use, make sure you have a rolling pin, because a rolling pin you can cover a lot more ground at one time, kind of start in the middle, go to the outside. Now every time I eat pizza, it reminds me, we used to work with these guys and they told jokes all the time, and they used to talk about this lady that always ordered her pizza uncut. And they never knew what it meant. And they said, why do you always order your pizza uncut? They said, because I like to roll it. And she just would take it, roll it up, and eat it like that. So anyway, so this is what your final product should look like. And if you happen to want to work with it with your hands, what I'd suggest, just put some water on your hands and it won't stick. If you try to do it with dry hands or any other way, it's going to stick to your hands. So now I've had my oven preheated to 425 degrees, and I'm gonna put it in there, and on the parchment on top of a pizza pan. We're gonna let it cook, and then I'll show you what it looks like in just a moment. It's been about 6 to 8 minutes. You just have to watch it, and this is how the crust turns out, all golden brown. Now, one thing that you have to do is every now and then it'll bubble up, so just take a knife and kind of jab it in there every time you see some bubbles, because you don't want bubbly pizza. Now, we're going to go ahead and decorate this thing. We've got our 4 tablespoons of barbecue sauce. So we're going to get on that real good. Just rub it on with your hands. That's what I usually do. It's a lot easier than messing something else up. So that part's done. Gives me my barbecue sauce on there. I'm going to put on my chicken and just spread it out however you like to. And so there you go. And then last but not least, you got 1 cup of Monterey Jack. So we're going to put this in the oven at 425, and I'll show you in a minute how it's going to come out. And this is the final product, barbecue chicken keto pizza. Get you some. Keto pizza is something you can share with your family or friends, but you never know, it could make magic happen.
This is the night, it's a beautiful night, and we cry the band.